I built my yacht 7 years ago. It cost me 3,000 euro, all of it. But to be in a round space and to be in a house that you build with your own hands, it gives all the taste of your own life. It's like when you raise your garden, you know, you have the flowers or vegetables. If you raise vegetables, they always have a good taste. It's only when you go to a supermarket that, oh no, I don't like that one, I don't like that one, that you start to, the mind starts. But when it's yours, you did it with your own hands, anything, it becomes a joy. So this is why inviting you in this place, opening this place to everyone, it's like have a first experience, because probably many of you haven't had this opportunity.
With pranique living, we need to invite the cells of our body to feed themselves in whatever way attain and maintain perfect health. So we can say, hey body, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. And as the essence being I am within you, I invite you. Feed yourself direct from source, from prana, from essence. If you want, it's possible, we know this. And feed yourself from physical food or both. Whatever works for you. I'm not controlling, I'm not rushing, I'm just allowing body intelligence to do, always been able to do.
I can consider myself a third level. Sometimes I eat, I can stay a month without, and then I eat once. So to me, to become pranic, it's a natural, slow process, a process of liberation.
Where my body literally started to break away. One side of my body was crumbling, half of my face, like the side of the cliff, just crumbling away. And I was terrified. And this continued and continued until there was nothing of me left. I didn't exist in form, but I was still in my static posture, but it was my consciousness that was holding me together. I had no form. And this would happen over and over again in my static postures until again I was able to locate my form, but it was in a more refined state. And then I learned how to journey into my body, in through my veins, in through certain organs. So I was inside looking in my organs, looking out. So I went through this deep breakdown of my personal self, which brought me into my consciousness self, or my light body.
I was born in 1972 in Dublin, and I lived in Wicklow, in the Wicklow Mountains, and then I moved to the south of Ireland, and this is where I began to have a communication with nature spirits at a very young age, maybe 3 years old. And I had one experience that I remember. And I remember looking in the sky and seeing this, what I thought was the sun, coming down. And the sun just kept coming down, coming down, coming down, until it was over me. And the next thing I was lifted into the sun. And I don't remember anything after that. And after this experience, I began to start seeing different beings, and mostly in nature.
And then from above I got the message, you are stupid, we are going to teach you. I would like to share my vision on prana with you now. It is so interesting because people seem to not notice prana like I haven't 9 years ago.
Really, I just came for the experience, that's it. I didn't really expect anything, but I just came for the experience because I knew it was going to be awesome. If it would not be awesome, all right, that's an expectation, I guess. But I felt like I want to experience more about this certain subject. And I thought this is a good place to go. Because I don't even have to integrate myself. I'm already just being here. That gets the job done. Yeah. Great.
is actually a journey from this illusion which we call reality back to reality which we call now illusion. And this is a spiritual journey in which spiritual warriors need to recognize their own limiting patterns. And this is a spiritual journey. The work of a spiritual warrior is wonderful, but difficult at the same time. It depends upon you how much you are ready to look into yourself.
Universe love you, also I.
When I was a kid, so many things were happening. I am a twin. I have a twin sister. And because of that, I learned about duality very early. And telepathically, wisdom also, the telepathically technique, how to catch it, what you are thinking, what you wish. And my father always said to me, guess my thoughts. And I was surprised, and he was surprised that I catch it. And I was very sensitive. I couldn't eat a lot. And sometimes I said to myself, oh, it will be very, very beautiful and nice if you don't need to eat. And sometimes, and after 3 decades, it's happened.
As time went by, we see that there's a weight around, and we don't realize where this weight comes from. And so my father has this notion of time and space, that because so I'm going to use the words that needed to well understand. We are drugged from our very young age, at least in this society, by food. That has an effect, a direct effect on the being. Personally, my body started to deform itself at the age of 8. I had photos of me when I was 8. I was already overloaded. So already at this age it was going left and right. We're not in our center.
Good morning. So this is my yacht where I live since 6 years. I'm checking the festival, doing my morning tour to see if everything is working out. So this is the camping place with the showers.
My name is Fernanda. I live in Switzerland with my parents. My mother is English, Scottish, and my father is Swiss, Brazilian. And it's the second time I come here. I came last year already, and I love it. I just love this place. Already, the place is amazing, and to meet other people on this path.
All right, so that's the tube for the shower. So now we're going to check the toilets.
My name is Luka. I come from Serbia. I am helping in camping area because I like the domestic feel when I arrive at the festival and I help the building, and then people come, and I like this kind of feeling.
So this is the mountain, biggest mountain, 1,600 meters, Monte Cuco.
So I'm Anna, and at the moment I live in Mechelen. It's a little city in the north of Belgium. I arrived yesterday, and I already had a few wonderful talks to people who are on the same path of that pranique living. And it's wonderful to share experiences about that, and to recognize also that we are on the same path. That's very supporting.
Pranayamaci con. Buongiorno a tutti. Oh, look at the clouds coming, climbing the mountains there. You feel the air's fresh.
Now it is the third time I am here from the beginning with my family. My sister Simona also helps to organize this festival, and we are here from the first year.
I was here for the first Pranique World Festival in 2016. In a bizarre way, I arrived from California, and I arrived with all my stuff from India, and I connect with Nicholas and said, you know, I want to sell things at the festival. So it became the first not so organized shop of the festival, and then I kept coming. I do organize the shop in the sense that I personally buy and produce part of what is sold. I really like shopping, but I don't have a house, so my compromise is to buy things to sell them.
This is a map of the location. This is the main field where the festival is getting. This is the symbol of the city of Fabriano. That is, and this is all the village of Cocore in Italy.
My name is Amael. I'm from Portugal, and I'm here for the second time.
This is for public, actually. It's for people who just heard about it, and just can come here to have some information. So people don't come here to do a process. We have some raw food, vegan food, vegetarian food for people to enjoy, because they need to keep their level of energy. And it's a place to take information. Yeah, 10 days of information. We started first edition with 5 days, and there were a lot of speakers. We have a free conference, free talks a day. And I said to myself, I need to extend the time because there are so many people who want to talk. And so the second edition was 8 days. And now we're on 10 days. So it's like, we don't know how many days it will last in next year. Probably we won't go back because there's more and more people who want to talk. Because there are more and more Brazilian blooming, flowering in the world.
Il mio mentale rimane in silenzio.
My mental is in silence.
Divento un canale, un semplice canale.
I become a simple channel.
Ma ogni parola proviene direttamente dall'entità di luce.
But each word comes directly from the light being.
Potete notare un leggero cambio di timbro vocale mio.
You can notice a light change in my tone of voice.
Potete fare domande.
You can ask questions.
Anche alzarvi e andarvene se volete.
Also stand up and go if you want.
Questo ci tengo a sottolinearlo.
I want to underline that.
Se volete inizio.
If you want, I start.
Canalizzo.
Ok, now I channel.
No, scusa, perché mi hanno detto no, parla te prima.
No, 1 second, because the light being told me no, Raffaella, before you speak. So now Raffaella speaks.
Ogni pensiero che emanate,
each thought you emanate,
è già un disegno che prende forma.
It's already a design that takes
allora vi chiedo
shape.
Dunque,
so I ask,
portate attenzione ai vostri pensieri.
Pay attention to your thoughts.
Portate attenzione a ciò che emanate.
Pay attention to what you emanate.
Buongiorno, sono Raffaella e ho 44 anni.
Hi, my name is Raffaella, I'm 44.
Vivo in Italia, vicino a Genova, in Liguria.
I live in Italy, in Liguria, near Genova.
Mi sposto parecchio comunque.
Anyway, I move a lot around.
Mi considero appartenente al tutto.
I consider myself belonging to the all.
Dove il tutto vuole che io sia, io la sono.
Where the all wants me, there I go.
Ho un'esperienza particolare. Nel 2011 ho iniziato a comunicare con l'entità di luce.
In 2011 I started to communicate with the light beings.
Ho passato un periodo di preparazione mia particolare, profonda, intima.
I spent a deep, profound period of self-preparation.
Dopodiché ho messo la mia arte a disposizione di tutti.
And then I put my art available for everybody.
Riesco sempre di più a connettermi a quello che io chiamo il grande cervellone.
I'm always more able to connect with what I call the big brain.
Questo grande cervellone è come un grande contenitore.
This big brain is like a big box.
È la grande coscienza.
Is the big consciousness.
Attraverso essa sento le risposte.
Through this I perceive the answers.
Ecco che cresce la fede, la fiducia.
So faith and trust grow.
So che tutto ciò che vivo è giusto.
I know that all that I experience is right.
È il momento di creare unione intorno a noi.
Is the moment to create a unity around us.
È il momento di creare silenzio dentro di noi.
Is the moment to create silence within us.
È il momento di saper scegliere chi essere.
Is the moment to know who to be.
È il momento di vivere armonia e fiducia.
is the moment to experience harmony and faith.
Those rays, light rays from the heart, we are sending to our closest people, to our galaxy and to the whole universe.
My name is Ivan Gosi. I'm from Czech Republic, but yeah, it's not really easy to live in spiritual way in Western society. So yeah, I feeling like I just came to my family here. Like everybody is here so friendly. Everybody's hugging, and people are really great here. I'm here 2 hours, but I'm feeling like I know everyone here.
If you read my CV on the web, on the Pranique Fall Festival website, you could learn that I've been a scientist for over 30 years. I'm university professor of physics. Nuclear physics is my specialty, nuclear and quantum. To demonstrate, I created a little closed system for you. This is a little, how do you call it? Dwarf, yeah. Imagine this is one of you, and I put you in under the glass bell in a closed system. Everything will stay inside the system, and the mass will always be the same. Always, always, always. Day 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 100 days, a month, whatever. The mass will not change. Okay? Is that a common sense? He will not gain the weight. But what is happening with the real Breatharian level 4 and level 3 is that the mass is going up.
What I can do many crazy things, so I'm a little bit different than other people, and normally I don't sit high, I always sit low. Of course you can say that, okay, sit on the floor, on the carpet, so this is more comfortable. So, but normally I don't sit up. Many who knows me wants me to be their guru, but I don't want to do that. So I tell lies sometimes, so they cannot trust me. Because they should not trust me. They should trust themselves. Believe in yourself, not in everybody else. Trust your intuition. Always. Be a good example for everybody. Especially yourself. So always follow intuition. And do it as pure as possible. Of course you can be strange in others' eyes. Yeah. So what? Just do anyway. Just be yourself. Okay.
And here I find, I meet pranic people, they inspire me, but also the visitor here, the people coming, they are all have a very profound story, and I receive. I get much more than I can expect. Much more.
The reason I'm here for the Pranique World Festival is that I'm also living on light, and have done so for 5 years now. But again, we live in a society where there's food everywhere, and friends and family do not live like this. So what I really like about this is that I can choose to go just on water for a few days if I want to, and I can also go visit my father for Christmas and go to my aunt's birthday and still eat and be normal with these people. I don't have to make it into something crazy or special for that birthday or something. So I'm still with one leg in two camps in between.
And when I don't eat and drink, I sleep 5 hours in 1 week. Try to imagine that I don't sleep, I don't get tired. What should I do with all my time? Because everybody else is sleeping. Nobody is doing stuff. So I'm just alone and just, yeah, okay, then I can sit and just watch and yeah, but it becomes boring.
Love is the answer, whatever the question. And they said, oh, you know, and quite a few nowadays say, finally I meet somebody like that. I've already heard about them.
I'm Yolande Côté, and I come from Montreal, Quebec, Canada. I crossed the flag especially for that with my life partner, Marie-Claude. And we've been watching a good part of this from the last year event. And it was an inner call for us to be here this year.
Okay. Who was Gaston? It was a child that loved dance. I remember myself dancing in front of the mirror, and I really had beautiful time dancing and playing music, and this was very, very beautiful for me. My mother just bought to me cassettes, and I was playing my cassettes recorder in front of the mirror hours and hours, and I was so happy. Yes.
Okay, can everyone hear me? Hello. At the moment I'm going mostly between like Northern California and Ubud in Bali, and they're both really human design places. And for some reason, maybe because you already asked this question in Eternal Reality, only this last week have I actually suddenly started understanding human design and really seeing. I'm a manifesting generator.
I am the light of my soul. I am bountiful. I am beautiful. I am bliss. I am.
This one.
Yeah.
It's found you.
We must have friends
some
in common.
Exactly.
Oppa, right on your phone.
Eh sì, perché quella cassa lì era dentro. No, tonight we had a little problem. At 2:30 we were awake, luckily, and the wind will start to destroy gazebo and stuff around. So we had to manage under the bit of rain.
It was alright this morning?
Well, this morning more or less, yes. The wind stopped, so no more damages around. But it's okay. Now we have to manage.
I sleep 3 hours.
Quando hai tutte le informazioni,
infatti sto raccogliendo queste cose.
Sì.
Ah oui, un repas Un repas pranique. Oui. Si c'è e chi vuole.
My name is Yara. I am Nicholas's niece, so I come here all the time in this village, in this house every summer, and I feel like I need to come here, but more like to be with the place, to be with the house, because I know it from another side. I know it from the family side and the holiday side and more like the place in the countryside around it. And so that's it.
That's a way to become very good friends. Closeness.
We found it quite normal that he should use the place. We know Nicholas is not somebody who does crazy things, you know. He wants to have people, whether it is a concert, whether it is for other reasons. We never had any problems with either Nicholas.
No. On the contrary.
On the contrary.
In every country, in every culture, we have different positions from the line, but there is always a line saying, this part is good, this part wrong. Do you remember? So I had a lot of problem because I had the line too much here. And there was a lot of problem myself with the situations. So I discovered that I needed to upgrade the mental structure, because before my mental structure was pressing me. So when I start to feel with consciousness, my mental structure start to upgrade. Before it was this or that. You know? Never couldn't be both. But the next level, that's an invitation to you guys too, if you would like to try, is this and this.
In physics, information and energy are equivalent. So that means that if you tune your bio-oscillator just right, you can receive all the energy that's required for you to live and exist. Without needing to try to extract it from the environment or, the food around you. I have the mathematics to prove it.
Well, it's definitely a lot of inner work when you come here. I mean, there's a lot of people that you don't know that are different than you, but still the same in some level, and maybe non-judgmental world.
O Mariana, Sladka mala Mariana, Bebe Chuche Kalia,
But I'm never gonna come back. You have the seaside, not far away.
Ah, yeah?
1 hour.
That's right. Yeah.
Skiing in 1 hour in winter.
Noche dawno prošla, Mariana
Take a loan. Instead of going the press for 3 years, they say, okay, so nothing happened, we turn on the other side. So no member of the family system can run away from the group. So what we do basically in constellation work is to reprogram the field of information which comes. So when we enter the field, we go deeply in touch with emotion. That's also why I was so scared of it.
I extend myself and fulfill with the light. For now, I'm breathing. And the energy is now touching up the top of our head.
Buongiorno a tutti. Oggi faremo un viaggio nello spazio e nel tempo negli ultimi 10.000 anni.
My name is Luce, I come from Italy, and I'm here because life brought me here, and what I'm doing here is living. And yeah, I love simplicity and goodness, and that's all.
What I want to share with you now is that the schedule here is so intense that I had no opportunity to make any watercolor. But before leaving my place, I took the time to take a few pieces of watercolor paper, and the brand of the watercolor paper is Fabriano, which is like a few kilometers from here.
So one of the problems that we have currently is also Breatharianism. People living on prana or chi or mana, or this cosmic energy that we don't know where it's coming from. So for the last few years I've been developing very sensitive scale that can measure very small changes in the mass of the subject that I'm weighing. So only a few grams change of the mass can be detected successfully. So I've been monitoring Breatharians or pranique people since year and a half ago, and I noticed that some pranique people are able to gain weight while meditating on the scale.
My way of getting energy and how I have been living my life is through meditating on love, on how much God loves me, and allowing that love to absorb me through the Holy Communion. The aim is to make a connection with God.
We just relax today because nothing gonna go in the brain anymore, you know. It's like it's already more than enough.
It's a real solution to many problems that we have in this society, in this civilization. So it is a we can call it a paradigm. It is a real change in consciousness, and it doesn't start with outside. It starts with inside of yourself. You change your way of living, and it's really easy to start. You just need to stop doing this 3 times a day. Just, you know, reduce. Just once is largely enough for the way we are living now. And slowly you switch energy.
I could feel my own energy being raised by the group energy. So it was sort of like a collective fiesta of higher level consciousness all coming together in this one place for amazing interactions and so much knowledge shared, so much knowledge.
We are made of energy. Our body is made of atoms, and all around us there are atoms, and we're just in it. It's just happening now. It's just that when we eat too much, we lower down our frequency, we lower down our vibration, and then our organs inside our body becomes to get tired because it's to work every day, because we're filling it with food, and we don't always have a young body, and it creates a lot of fatigue, and this is what creates people to get old and to get ill, and eventually to die before their time.
Yes.
a lot of peace, a lot of joy and sharing. So it's nice.
So I don't know how people should eat, but I know that for me, eating once, twice a week is wonderful. I never had so beautiful energy. And I can do a lot of things, and I'm feeling quite healthy, and I'm 47 now, and this is what I'm sharing.
I enjoyed it, absolutely. It was an amazing time, connecting with everyone and just enjoying this beautiful place, the beautiful people, and everything. It's amazing.
I think the future is really nice for human civilization. It's going to be a new world, and there will be a lot of space. Animals will come back, nature will come back. Cities will work differently, will not be consuming so much, so nature will take back and will clean everything naturally. So there's a lot of not hope, it's gonna happen. I'm pretty sure, because I'm doing it. I'm living in happiness now, when before I was living in sadness when I was in the city.
Yes, more clear on where I'm going now. A lot of information I got, I integrated it, and I'm standing firm on the ground.
Yeah, I think that it's a natural rise of consciousness that is not only here. Consciousness is here. We have neurons here. Our digestive system is full of intelligence, and when it's full of stuff, it just doesn't work correctly, and it sends information to our brain that are not the correct ones. So this is why we are suffering, actually. And the awakening is to bring peace here inside, inside of our organs, in order to bring peace outside. So the real, it's not no more secret, it's from here.
Yeah, a lot of good energy inside, and just a lot of gratitude.
For centuries, for thousands of years, we've been people in all kinds of religions have been fasting, and we're talking about this, the spirit is the energy. So oily spirit, it means clean. It means oily. It's clean. So to clean up the body, you just need to reduce the amount of food you take in, and slowly you clean your body. And the spirit becomes clean. Your spirit, your action, your energy. The prana, the chi flows better. Call them chakra, call them energy, call it kundalini, call it pranic energy. And you start to feel better day after day, just by reducing the density.
It was a great experience. I didn't expect it, and I really felt that I met the right people in the right place, and it gave me a lot. And I hope I can share this with all the other people in the world.
Because the intelligence that is here, we have a second brain here, and maybe it's the first brain, or maybe the first brain is in the heart, and here the second, and this one is the third one. So, but we have neurons actually everywhere, and so by bringing peace to our organs, liver, lungs, everything is in peace. You can feel the peace outside, peace inside, peace outside. One family, one love, one unity, one world, one nation, one universe.